welcome back to the Fridays Let's Play. Yeah! And I'm over here at the northern gate of the... I just had the pronunciation in my head. Wow. Snodarsi Kingdom? I probably just butchered that more than I should. But, yeah. Didn't mention it last episode. Didn't really have it planned out quite yet. I didn't think I was going to get it out in time, but... I haven't seen the feedback on that intro, so if you liked it and didn't comment yet on the other video, let me know what you think about that down below. But I am over here at the northern gate for a few reasons. First off, you probably noticed this. I'll get to that in a little bit. But first things first, I'm the realistic. Oh, god dang it! That song stuff. Oh, I hate that song with a passion. Anyways, guys, like so, this northern gate, kind of treacherous, and if you come through here, it's just like wall. So, I think there needs to be some beautification going on around here. Now, for right now, this is going to be very, very terrible landscaping. But this is just to get a general idea, get a general function of the place down and precise. And this mountain is a lot thicker than I thought it was. Up there we go, there we go. But, yeah. Like I said, this area is going to be kind of treacherous, or it is treacherous, I should say. So the main purpose is to make a general entranceway. Now, this northern, I'm going to go ahead and call it a lake, even though it's kind of meh. It's kind of flat for a lake. But over time... Now, there's going to be a lot of off-camera work, but I think I might go ahead and outline the border of where it's at and go ahead and deepen the lake, which will inevitably change the look of this area. But this is going to be kind of the fishing, not district, kind of the fishing area, fishing section. I guess district's about the only way you can say that word without coming off being Yeet. Oh wow, that was perfect lining up right there. But over in this area, like I said, it's going to be more fishing orientated. Like I said, there's not going to be there's not really much area for giant boats and anything like that. I might design a couple small, kind of like remote control boats and plant them here and there yonder. But the main reason we are over here today, I need an AFK fishing device. Now, there's a few different designs. I haven't quite looked at all of them. But there's just the all automated machine type of fishing, which is just one source block of water and you fish into it. Don't know if I want to do that one or go with, I think Generic B has one, where it's more, you just kind of dig yourself into a hole and go ahead and use the body of water you're already in. Now that might be okay if I can figure out a good aesthetical way to use it. Now I think, like I said, he's on the Minecraft server, so I can't really just, I don't think he's made a tutorial, or if he, I don't know for sure. I'm digressing here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and try that, or look at it first. Try to work out the bugs in my head pretty much. Then if that fails, then I'm going to probably build a fishing hut over in that corner Like I said, I will kind of terraform that around because I don't like how it kind of sharply dips in. But I'm going to terraform that and either build a fishing hut where you can kind of fish out on the water so it's aesthetically pleasing, and then have a downstairs department that will either run the you just place a water block and do that way, or have a bigger area that it will work in. Not quite sure yet. That will be an off-camera project. I will show you that at a later date. But today's episode is more about beautification, trying to make the place functional. Well, actually, scratch the first thing I said. Trying to make things functional, and then coming in later and purifying things. Like I said earlier, this is kind of you just kind of run up through this gateway and pff, there's a wall. So instead of going up or around, I think I'm just going to keep this general tunnel idea into a bridge. Now, I'll probably have to terraform? No. Landscape or whichever one works. I don't remember. I'm just going to go with landscape. Probably have to landscape this into either a shape or some kind of different thing than just a flat wall. It has the potential to be a statue, but not sure. That's, like I said, that's a later date. Now, I'll run over here and show you guys this. This is a pain in the butt. Now, when I originally started this project a long time ago, I envisioned a kind of a hillish area going up to the castle. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Well, I'm sorry about that interruption, guys. Dad came home, so of course, come in being noisy. Anyways, where was I at? Yeah, like I said, when I first envisioned this thing, I didn't think it'd be quite this massive. But if you just look up here, like I said, this side will go all the way down. I'll probably fill in this hole and kind of make it level off right there. But this is probably one of the more mild sides. This side's also not too bad. Because like I said, it ends... Now this is a straight stair-step pattern. Of course, it's going to probably extend out a little bit further because some of these are 1, some of these are 2. And this up here, the top floor is like 5. I might go a maximum of 3 in some spots, but yeah, it's just not gonna be too it's not gonna be too bad. But when I first envisioned this, I did not think it'd take up this much real estate. However, I think this is the only area that kind of bothers me. This is gonna go all the way up to there-ish, probably. Well, it might go to the end of them sheep pins. Now, this side looks so much smaller than the rest of them. I don't know why. I measured them out fairly evenly from this pillar. It's like 70 some blocks that way, 70 some blocks that way, 70 some blocks that way, and same with that side. But if you stand here and just kind of rotate, that's the only one that's not really as foggy. So it is technically closer. Like if I come up here to the center platform, like I said, that's in distance, that's foggy, that's a little foggy, and that's in distance. So I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but yeah. So I'm gonna ramble on here for a minute or two. I'm going to actually go over to the fishing spot and talk to you guys a little bit, but first, this right here is the castle entrance. Now this will probably, I might level this off about even with that to about this point, and then have kind of a drop off area. Not sure yet. But let's do a little walking and talking. So one of my biggest concerns right now is progress, whatever. I just realized I said that kind of goofy. But, yeah, like I said, progress is probably the number one concern right now. Now, if there are any new people from the Planet Minecraft page, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say progress. Currently, I rate this world as a 10% completion in the fact that I have 4 gates, a general outline of the wall, and starting the general structure of the hill that will sit the castle. And I'm throwing in the industrial district just for kicks, just because that's a pretty big piece of the chunk. But as far as building, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be doing a whole lot of that until 1.8 comes out. Primary primary motive for that is the 3 new blocks: granite, andesite, and diorite. Dorite, whatever. But those 3 main blocks is what's preventing me from continuing. Can we sleep? Well, just look at this right here. Lot of stone. And I mean stone bricks, not cobble. But there's a lot of stone. Stupid dog. A lot of stone in here. I think I can highlight some of this with andesite. I think it's andesite, yeah. Frickin' dog. If you're gonna keep barking, I'm gonna have to shut this video off. No, I don't think you can pick him up too bad. But yeah, anyways, I digress. I think about the only thing I'm going to do for sure as far as building in the near future is, goddamn frickin' dog, is the towers along each intersection. I think I'll go ahead and build up the towers, not necessarily the walls. I think I want to do some tweaks to the wall. But if I build up the towers for right now and go ahead and continue working on this huge landscaping project, I think by the time 1.8 comes out, I will be ready, raring to go, to put in effect the castle. Yeah, and I think that will take a lot of pressure off me if I get this castle going, because I've been sitting here the entire time like, the freaking castle's gonna take forever. I've been trying to plan it out in my head, but not go overboard as far as overall planning, because nothing ever stays the same in my world. Because, like I said, plans change, and I'm definitely no stranger to plans being changed. Because, yeah, I thought by the time summer was over with, I'd have at least the entire outer wall done. And that didn't happen. Primarily because of the 1.8 features that got announced. If it wasn't for the new block types being added, I probably would have went ahead and done the walls. And there's also the server, SMP, and just the lack of motivation on this world, which I didn't really go into detail. Oh, excuse me. Allergies kind of kicked back up a little bit. But I didn't go into detail in the update video. But that is one of the lack of inspiration, was because 1.8 just looks awesome. Now, along with the new stone, there's just, I could just make a separate video of all the snapshots put together and just be like, this is epic. But no, seriously guys, you got everything from slime block mechanics to new stone, the guardians and the ocean monuments, all the way to banners and just new villager trading system, which it's whatever. I mean, I knew they were going to patch the villagers at one point or another. that reminds me, my villagers are actually broken right now. While I was on the SMP server, TreeCraft, I opened up this world by accident in a snapshot. So now all my villagers have no trades, and some of the chests over in that area have been erased. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's broken. The world's screwed. Reset, reset. No, no, no. Calm down, calm down. I went ahead and made a backup of this world before I tested anything, but I went ahead and moved this world into the snapshot and just completely opened it and looked through things. And the main thing is the villagers got updated. So that means anything they previously traded or any of their previous trades themselves got updated. Which simply means as soon as I open it up in a snapshot or a 1.8 world, all the trades will come back. They'll just get reset to the newer trades, and all the items will come back. So not all hope. Wow, that iron shovel went quick. Like I said, not all hope is lost, and yeah, the world's not corrupted. So that's plus plus in my book. Now that this is over with, I think I'm going to go ahead and work on the AFK fishing farm off camera. I might bring it back in a second when it's done. I'm not going to build just yet because I kind of want to get a full palette laid out within the snapshot to know what I want to go with, how do I want to do it, and I think before I do really any kind of builds, I want to get a road system laid out. Also the the interior kingdom walls, or the castle walls as you might put it. That sounds goofy in my voice, just playing that back in my head real quick. How do I want to say this better? Like, these up here will be the main castle structure, and at the end of this, I want a main wall surrounding this entire thing. Kind of like a Bossing Say-ish type deal. I might expand the wall out further and do kind of a elite, quote-unquote elite households surrounding the castle. Not quite sure if I like that or not, because if I did that, it'd be more like a Bossing Say type feel. But I think how I want to, like how I got this world set up right now, I'm going to do a walk and talk and point things out to you. How I have everything set up right now, I moved my ender portal to the west, to the west gate, just outside the gate. Now the long-term goal is to go ahead and set up pretty much a dark oak forest on the other side of that valley. And that's going to be like the, what's it called? Not the Twilight Forest, but if any of you have seen the Headless Horseman with Johnny Depp, it's a newer Headless Horseman. But, oh man, my voice is not used to commentating. But yeah, the Headless Horseman rides from the westernmost point, because when the sun meets the earth, twilight hour, blah blah blah, all that spooky crap. So that's going to be where like the resonation of evil comes from, pretty much, and it's going to be more. I believe this side's going to be focused more on alchemy, witchcraft, blah blah blah. Not to say I'm going to pretty much have everything still down here in this house, but this is going to be more decorative, and like I said, the houses themselves will hold certain aspects of Minecraft. Like the enchanting will be in a certain spot, the potions will be in a certain spot, any other type of magical stuff will be in this district. like I mentioned earlier, the north will be more fishing and not agricultural, but definitely more fishing and kind of maybe higher ups would live on the lake type situation, so the houses will be better, newer, blah blah blah. Also, within this right here might get filled in. It's also a natural river system leading into kind of like a cove, so it might deepen the cove and place a few bigger ships. Now it's gonna look goofy because this wall will be solid. So it's like, how did we get a ship in here? Oh, it crashed in here and yeah, yada 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 yada. Anyways, digressing. um, to the south. Now the south is the industrial district. Also, quick note: if you go a little bit further that way, like the industrial district is kind of on the coastline. Same with the fishing slash wealthy district and this district over here all connect to a coast. So I'm thinking having the main coast export area that way. Not, it would make sense to have it this way, but I'll get to the reasons later. But like I said, the industrial district will be this way. So a lot of factory-ish type builds over here. When I say factory-ish, I'm thinking medieval factory. So more like your woodsmith, or not woodsmith, your blacksmith, your lumber yard. I'd have to look some of this stuff up, but that's what I kind of envision in this type area. Now this would be your technically lower-ish class workers. This might be your mid-class, your working class type people. Now, like I said, I just named off two. God, go down. I just named two working class people right in there, but I think this over here will be more of the agricultural district. Now, that's kind of complicated because I just named the working district over yonder. But this will be more the agricultural district, which makes a little bit no sense. But I have a rhyme and reason to what I'm doing here. Now, from what I can remember, the agricultural people of the medieval times were both useful but not wealthy, if that makes any sense. Because technically this is a kingdom. The king is the wealthiest and the king decides everything. And like I said, the blacksmith and the lumberyard, both very important because one produces arms and services for the king's army, while the lumbersmith makes all of your lumber and da 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 for your townspeople. And like I said, the agricultural district is kind of usually stereotypically agricultural people have been kind of the peons of almost any civilization. Now, I'm excluding modern day farmers. I could go into a big long rant about this, but let's just say modern day farmers have figured out how to beat the system and almost guarantee a living, which, like I said, my family is into logging, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Try not to argue with me on this one, guys. But let's just say the farmers do know how to beat the system, and they have in more recent history. Some of that can be narrowed down to CRP programs. Wow, I went from Minecraft to my rant on farming. Wow, I'm just gonna stop right there. Alright guys, that's pretty much been the layout of the entire kingdom. Now there might be a few sub districts, like the closer you get to the castle, the more shops, pottery, artistry, and your restaurant, or not restaurants, but kind of your cafe-ish type things. Like I said, I got to do a lot of research as far as medieval times, because this is technically medieval. This is kings, knights, and all that good stuff. Oh. One more thing before I jump over and start working on the fishery or not the fishery, the AFK fishing farm, and then come back to you guys. One of the newest things in the snapshot, armor stands. Oh, man. The only thing that bothers me is the armor stands they're technically counted as an entity. So if I just went butt wild and made like an army, kind of like if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google it. It's pretty much the Chinese undead army, or the Chinese Chinese ghost army. I think that's what it's called. But it's just like not millions. It's like hundreds of thousands of clay soldiers, accurate to size and accurate in detail of the face, but each one is individualized. Not a single one is the same. Whew, that is awesome. But like I said, you could just go to town with armor stands. Now the only downfall is there's no way to equip swords, bows, and arrows, and anything like that. Well, you can. You just have to use a exterior program or creative to spawn it in, pretty much. But yeah, wow, lag. This has been happening recently. I'm not sure why. Yep, I have lagged out. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's pretty much been my rant on everything going on around here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this AFK fishing spot, and like I said before, I won't be doing much of the building process. I'll just be doing the guts of it over yonder. So I will see you guys. Well, let me double check this. Hold on. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I am way past my time. Like I think I'm in like 28-ish minutes. Yeah, sorry, that's about all I got for you guys. Like I said, let me know down below what you think. Any suggestions as far as different districts and different occupations to put here, there, yonder. But that's all I got for you guys. I will see you next time. Later. Peace.